Right, well now that waste of time known as Love Island is over, we're going to watch this. Most Haunted Extra, episode 11. Gressenhall Farm, Norfolk. So, I'm going to kick it off in approximately 30 seconds time. So I hope you're all ready for some spoopy doopy, paranoopy adventures. Pillow time. I'm now in live for 7 minutes and I've done nothing, so I suppose I better press play on the video. So yeah, let's begin. No Derek in this episode. This is a recent one. This is one of the Most Haunted Extras, which is the series from the last 2 years when they got dropped by the TV channel. So yeah. This time we're in a strange place called Norfolk. Now I personally wouldn't trust anybody from Norfolk if it were up to me. They strike me as a very unreliable bunch.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Big Daddy's home.
Yeah, agreed. Never met a Norfolker I like. I don't even think I can name any Norfolkers. No one springs to mind. Oh my god. My ears don't need to function, it's fine. Yeah, it is a bit.
The noises.
What was that? What were they whispering?
Did you hear the noises?
They always had a little creepy whisper at the end. I love
Hello
it.
and welcome to another Most Haunted
And
Extra.
now it's quiet.
This time, Carl and Stuart are at Greston Hall Workhouse in Norfolk.
No, they haven't brought a vet with them. Oh my
First
god.
opening its doors in the summer of 1777 as a house of industry, with the men working the farm and women spinning worsted and hemp. However, in May 1836, the building was modified under the new Poor Law Amendment Act to become a union workhouse and remained as such until 1948. Today, Gressenhall Farm and Workhouse is a museum, and even though many tens of thousands of people walk through the doors each year,
Well, that looks like a school. Some sort of school room.
a view from its past
Oh, I see how it is, Brad. I start streaming, you leave. I get it. I understand.
seem to have stayed. Dark shadows are said to lurk in the corners. Cries of the young are heard throughout
I
the building.
will,
Footsteps are heard echoing
yes.
along empty corridors.
You can catch this when I eventually get around to uploading it on YouTube in like 2 weeks' time. Because, you know, I've got too long a backlog of things to upload. But yeah, I'll stream tomorrow. Any suggestions for what I should stream tomorrow? I am, of course, open to suggestions.
And the spirits of the long dead are seen and heard still toiling through their daily chores.
Oh, here
Well,
they are.
it's a very cold
Carl and Big Bowl
evening.
Stew.
and we are at Greston Hall in Norfolk, and so Well, actually, you know we're at Greston Hall because you've just seen all of the Yvette's wonderful narrative of where we are on the history piece. Now we're going to go into...
Get a wind cover, Carl, mate. Fuck me, man. Get one of those nice little fuzzy things that goes on top of your microphone. Plonk it on top. Happy days. Bob's your fanny, Uncle's your aunt. That wasn't it. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt is what I meant to say.
Village stores.
So loud every time. We're just going straight into it. We're just here. Okay, good.
You're going to have a good look. All of this. That's Stuart closing the door.
Big Stu.
Now there's a get through here, which is a guy doing his bit. Actually, I just realised. Hey.
Someone may be breaking into my house, so I'm just going to mute for a second.
Well, mine is a lot brighter than yours because I've got that. The infrared light is on.
Right, okay. Yeah, I can see it on my house.
Isn't that fantastic? What a great place.
Is this an original building?
Building's original, yeah.
Right, that's good. It's not a makeshift one.
No, but all the stuff that's in here
I'm
is all
probably
kind
not
of
going to
is
be
old.
murdered. Can't guarantee it. Make no promises. If anyone
Is anyone
sneaks up
here?
behind me on stream, let me know.
The trouble is, it's freezing cold. I can't even begin to tell you how cold it is. So you can't tell if anything is, if there are cold spots or.
It's just cold period, isn't it? Yeah. Actually, yeah, your night vision is good. It's lighting my shot up.
Well, I'm here to lighten your shot as well as your day up, Stu.
Oh, the banter
Over
is
here.
With us.
painful.
My name's Stuart.
And my name's Carl. And we're here with the utmost respect for you. We know you've moved things in this shop before or this store
Poltergeist?
before.
Poltergeist.
So lots of stuff here.
Love a
We know
poltergeist.
you've done it. We've been here, we've witnessed it with many, many people.
Did they do a Most Haunted Live here? Have I been deceived? I feel like I've been conned. I feel like I've missed a Most Haunted Live. No. No. No, they did not. Good to know.
That's, I just walked up and that's made a ticking sound, but I think that's
Was that
a natural occurrence.
doing that?
Yeah, I'm just going to do it again. Yeah, listen. Let's wait. It's probably this hitting that.
Bit of debunking is what we like to see.
So come on, if you're here, move something behind me. Make a sound. Walk towards us.
Was that chinking?
Was it? What did you hear, Stu?
Metal, like something being moved.
Metal. Stu is hearing metal.
It's changed still, isn't it? It's changed, not moved. Is it just...
It just sounded like something shifted, just slightly. It wasn't us, it wasn't you walking around on the floorboards, it was just... something just slid, ever so slightly. And there's no wind that can get in here, nothing at all. That you can just feel a slight breeze when you stand in front of the door.
Yeah, but if it's metal, it wouldn't be...
No.
They're just... Are there weights on there, aren't
There
there?
are weights
Fuck,
on
me,
there.
that was me.
What was that?
No, it's falling in there.
Carl's falling over. This is wonderful.
Yeah, weights.
And they're heavy,
That's
I
the
mean,
only thing that can get moved, isn't it? Yes.
Was that it?
Possibly, yeah. It's just like something sliding. That's it, yeah. That's it.
Well, if you're here, can you move one of those again?
Is there anything else that can be moved around as such, other than just that?
It's just.
I mean, the mannequins are fucking horrifying, if I'm honest. Not a fan of those.
They'll move up and down, won't they?
Yeah, if you go onto the left-hand side of it and push down.
Don't make a noise. No, wasn't that? No, that's too loud, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. If you're here, will you please show us a sign? Do anything at all you possibly can. So someone just
Yep, there's something moved in here. Now, I don't know whether it's the building moving, but something seemed to move. I mean, there's no one at the door because the door would have shut.
That's
Prove that.
Would have.
There's no one out here.
Get a wind cover.
Obviously,
No, it isn't that.
there's no movement. You'd hear them on the gravel.
You both heard that, didn't
Are
you?
we just going to be... I'm not overly keen on the fact that they seem to have forced me to have this dual camera view for the majority of this episode. Obviously, they go back together later.
I'm just showing that no
That's
one
what
is
I'm
outside at all.
No. The door was closed. I closed that door when I came in.
Crumbs, the trouble is there's so much. What could...
Okay. You hear it again?
And
It's not,
the church bell's going off as
not
well.
the church bells, it happened at the same time.
Yeah.
Bells.
Right,
Right, I'm going to get the wide view.
hang on. Now, I took a shot of these earlier,
Right.
so if any of them have moved, I'll be able to look back at that shot.
I moved one slightly when I came in, didn't I?
Yeah, well, I was over here to see if the movement.
Did they
was-
move, is the question.
Yeah, I was moving.
Yeah.
That.
That was a bit more so this
It's a
time.
horrible noise.
There was a bit more sound involved.
Maybe it's not
But
that.
it happened at the same time because it was that and then the church bell.
Could that have been more like it? God, there's just.
I like a bit of
the trouble is
debunking,
there's
to
so
be
much
fair.
stuff here.
I'm partial to a debunk.
If there's any men, women or children present with us,
I mean, you at that point just say if there's anyone present with us. You don't need to clarify all of them.
can you
Are there
please
any
come and
cats
walk
and
through
dogs?
this door we have here? It's slightly open now. If you can please kindly walk through the door so we can see you. If there's anything you like in this shop, I'll not disturb you. Very eerie, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's too quiet for me, this.
There's a tiny little movement there, but I'm.
Well, luckily my camera is facing right down there now.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Whereabouts are you looking, Carl?
Right here.
Yeah, well my camera's right down there, so...
I mean, it could just be the settling of the building a bit.
It,
'Cause it's
it
not-
looks
it
like an
doesn't seem
old
deliberate.
wooden
Yeah,
building.
if I was going to move something, yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's not that. It's a.
Is a what?
Come on, if you're
It's
here, please move something. Throw something at my friend over there.
The one with the hand up, got my left hand up. Come and throw something. Pick any object up you can see around us now. Carl, look at that chain.
Could you have knocked that though when you came up?
I walked over it, I didn't knock it, I purposely didn't knock it. But that looks like it's just been,
Yeah.
and I've not moved, and you've had me in camera,
Yeah, I've had
and
you
my
shot.
shot will prove that I've not moved.
Well, I'll see it because I had a wide shot when you moved across.
Yeah, I'm panning back to the position I was before when I said I've got the wide shot, and I haven't moved. All I've done is pan round because I've noticed. So
The chain is moving, or give him that?
I can't even lean in.
You could definitely
Yeah.
kick it though.
Come on, if you
With your
can.
little feetsies.
Move, do something else. Move something for us.
I don't think I would have done that because it's slowing down now, Carl.
Is it?
Is it?
Yeah, it's not good at the speed when I said it. It's not the speed as it was.
Yeah.
I don't know. It still
seconds
looks
ago.
pretty good to me.
Well,
I know it's only a plastic chain, but
That's just a metal chain.
Purposely made sure I didn't.
That's metal.
Is it metal?
Yeah, it's metal.
Or is it? Oh, no, it's one of those cheap plastic ones.
Well, now it's moving. Thank you for
Why don't we split up?
contaminating evidence there, Carl.
Where should we go?
We've got the schoolroom, we've got the main interior, and we've got over that way we've got the cottage.
Do I go to the cottage?
If you want to go to the cottage, yeah.
I'll go.
Okay.
You're going to the schoolroom, yeah?
I'm going over to the schoolroom.
Because this is all walked over the chain. This
Yeah, I
is
don't
all
like the dual cam.
Purposely didn't.
Well, I can check. I
Yeah.
can check later on.
Close this door.
Get a fucking wind protector or something. The wind is killing me.
Right.
See you.
You can't contact us because I've got no phone number.
I mean, this obviously Most Haunted Extra was their non-televised stuff, but it still has 150,000 views.
No, well, mine's on flight.
Also, you do have more subscribers than Most Haunted, so you know, take that as a positive sign.
Even walking to these places is quite an eerie thing. I have to say, I do absolutely love the schoolroom.
I was going in the wrong direction then.
Bloody Stu, you dumb man.
You know what?
It's so atmospheric.
Oh no, I'm in the right place. God, I can't see anything. It's
They've split up.
pointless me turning my camera on because the night vision don't do a whole lot. Actually, I can now because we've got buildings.
Is anyone here? Got any children here? Used to walk here or used to be here? Even if you weren't in this building, are you?
Yeah.
Would you like to contact?
Stu doesn't strike me as the
Make
brightest
contact.
tool in the shed. I think is the saying. I think I said that right. Sharpest tool in the shed. Sharpest tool in the shed.
It's all very quiet. It's all very quiet.
Yeah, the brightest tool in the shed's only useful if your tool happens to be a torch.
Cottage at Gressenhall Hall. You can see it. And then you've got other buildings just further away, and then you can't really see as such, but there's just like a bit of a garden where they would have grown all the vegetables and what have you. Hello? Hello? I'm home. Big Daddy's home. And there's no response.
I mean, if I were a
Hello,
ghost
is there anyone here?
and Big Stu walked in and started shouting Big Daddy's home, I probably wouldn't talk to him either.
God, this is so eerie. So eerie. I know when we've been here in the past, we've had some absolutely phenomenal.
In the past, when did they go here? Because I can't
Results.
find.
We really have.
You're not telling me they do investigations off camera for fun. There is absolutely no. They've not been there for a Most Haunted Live. I'm still convinced someone's breaking into my house because there are a lot of bangs and other such things. Most Haunted Recurring Nightmares, the live series. No. No. Right. Where are they? Gressenhall Gressenhall. Nope, they've only been there the once.
Other people.
I'm
as
very
well,
confused as to what they're chatting.
It's actually quite nice to come back, and you do actually do feel like you've gone back in time. All that's missing is, I was just going to say, all that's missing is a gramophone, and there we go, hey presto. And I actually didn't know that was there, if I'm being honest.
Maybe he's psychic.
You know how you say things and all of a sudden things pop up.
Premonition, that was.
I do apologise, you got to see my face, but I'm just going to call that, I'm not going to mess around.
You know, for a bald man, Carl seems to have a lot of hair follicles on his head.
If there's anyone here, you know what I'm going to say next. My name's Stuart. So quiet, so still. The bedroom in there. Can you please come and walk around me, whoever you are? I know there are ghosts, spirits, poltergeists, whatever name you choose to use. I know you're here. Now I can't make you be here as soon as I walk through the door. Nevertheless, I'm here. And it's down to you, if you'd be so kind, to make your presence known.
What are we thinking of
Okay, so
Gressenhall Farm so far?
here as such. I mean, I know all this is all makeshift. Mirrors are always good. Mirrors are
Yes,
great.
let's get some scrying going on.
Yeah. It's eerie stuff, isn't it, when you've got mirrors if you do scrying. Can you come and move something for me?
We never did anything
Come
with the
and move
mirrors
something
in
in this bedroom.
the we never intentionally did anything with the mirrors in the Ram, did we?
God almighty, look at the state of that bed. It's so old. I bet this thing could tell some stories, couldn't it, back in the day? Hey? Goodness me, I bet this seen some action.
I'm starting to think that Stu's a massive pervert.
It's a proper cast iron bed. But with all this old stuff, it all holds memories, and it's always good. I don't believe it's original to this this building as such, but it's an old bed that would have been used back in the day, and probably used very well. Okay.
Why does he keep saying that?
Here. Oh, this is the washroom.
No. They had a
Please make
chain
yourself be
move
known,
that I
whoever
think
you are.
Stuart kicked.
Actually, what I'm going to do is just set this camera down and sit on the bed. Sit on the bed, Stuart. Here we go. Oh goodness, it's not comfortable.
You don't need to do that, Stu. He's
It's
clearly
actually
had a
better
pen
if we
leak in
sit
his
here
pocket.
rather than we walk around and make noises. Just ask her. Hello, 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 hello. To the men and women, or any children that may be with me, my name's Stuart. Could you please walk through the door and into the bedroom?
Let's not forget he introduced himself as Big Daddy.
I don't mean you any harm or disrespect. I know you don't know me, and I don't know you, but I would like to get to know you, if you wouldn't mind.
I will also say, Jordan, your monologue was a lot better than Stuart's monologue.
At this moment in time, I feel like talking.
One of the weird things about this place, it's quite warm in here, but
Yeah,
it actually
Stu
smells
gives
like
me
a classroom.
pervy
And if
vibes.
this even ever was a classroom, it's not been a classroom for many, many, many years. Can you make a sound? Can you move one of these desks? So quiet.
I am annoyed by how high quality their night vision cameras are.
Show us you're here. Please, move one of the chairs, move one of the tables. People have even heard
Go on, play the peony.
someone playing the piano. If you can do that, that would be great.
To a degree, I agree, the grain adds to it.
Anything.
What was that then? I don't know if the stream's picking that up. But there is what sounds like rolling of some sort in the room next door. Yeah, now go look, fella. I can't work out what the best volume for this is. Why you wouldn't go look while the noise was happening, I don't know.
Did you hear the noises?
Yes, we did.
That is incredible. He's gone, he's stopped now. I'm gonna walk in. I can be a bit more noisy now.
What was it then? I've got to know. I'm invested. That was actually a
This
compelling
floor we're on
sound.
now, it's not floorboards, it's like a terracotta floor. Holy shit, I wasn't expecting that. Do I need to explain, or did you hopefully... You got... No,
Did something move behind him then? Oh, it was just him moving his torch, I think.
Now, I couldn't see it, but I could hear it, and I know hopefully the camera would have heard it. It was a tracking sound.
When he whispers, he gives me weird pervy David Attenborough vibes.
It's like something being pulled across. It wasn't over loud, but you could hear it. I've never heard that before. I've never ever heard anything Normally it's walking around, it's footsteps.
He's never ever heard anything in his life.
No, nothing's moved. But what I couldn't do was react to it. And jump
Maybe.
off the bed, make the noise, and then the noise of me
Maybe.
picking up the camera and me talking. So that's why I stayed quiet. So you at home.
That would be a reasonable noise.
What's just taken place? I know everyone would have been saying, "Grab the camera. We want to see what's going on."
You are correct.
Sometimes there's a right time and a wrong time to react. I couldn't get off the bed because you wouldn't have heard it, and I'm so.
I think we might have.
I can't believe that. I'm absolutely blown away. It wasn't a visible thing. It's just audible.
I think it would have been visible if you'd actually got up to go.
The thing is, absolutely nothing was moved. And I could see that.
I might actually be able to turn subtitles on.
Torch on.
Subtitles won't even pick up.
To move in order to create it.
That's the best we're getting.
I don't know what it would have been. Because everything's in place.
I don't know why he
Everything
keeps
around
whispering.
us is in place. And oh, Jesus Christ.
Come on. Make a noise. Come walk up to me. You've done it before.
They like Carl. They're subtitling Carl.
Wow. Come on, show yourself to me, please. I'm not here to harm you or ridicule you. I'm here to talk to you and
Let's put his subtitles in the corner.
communicate. I'm not after scaring you, and I don't particularly want you to scare me. But I'd love to know your story. I'd love to know.
One thing I do
What
like
brought
is
you
I
here?
like the way Carl talks to the ghosts. Thank you.
Can you play that piano? Can you make a sound? I'm assuming it works. Badly tuned, but. Can you play the piano?
Yeah, I know the bit you mean.
Okay. Not all of it works. Can you make a noise? Can you make that noise? Fuck me.
I think it made the noise. I've actually got to monitor the audio on this because it's that like fluctuating.
Right. That was a huge bang. Is it?
That was the noise, to be fair.
Can you do that again? Something just raised and lowered one of those desks. Can you do it again? If you're a child, that's very funny. You can make me laugh. Do it again. We can laugh together. Or you can make me scared by doing it really loudly, and I'll leave.
That was actually quite a compelling bit of evidence, to be fair. I'll give them that one. Sorry.
Can you copy this? Okay. Can you move that chair?
Something's pacing. I don't want to... I don't want to make assumptions based on the history of the room, but I would imagine during a school, a teacher would pace up and down that middle aisle.
Have you just walked in?
But those were really weirdly compelling footsteps. Like you heard them get closer and walk away and come back again.
I know like lots of shots of the floor aren't really doing much, but something has just seemed to be walked down there.
And also, obviously, the desk was a bit weird because that was, I would say, fairly clearly the desk. I'm just going to move that off the screen so you can actually see. That was all a little bit weird, I'll admit.
Around there after that went. Okay, if you're sitting here, can you move a chair?
Something lightly has been dragged
Back
across
to
this,
Stu.
across this terracotta floor with a metal object. I don't know what on earth it would have been. I've never heard it before. It's not if I was to grab a metal box and pull it across, that's the sound. That wasn't it.
I think you were right, Maya. I think it sounded more like a bowl, sort of. Like when you put a coin down and it does the spin on the rim.
That's the wind we can hear outside. Thank you. I'm so happy now. We've got this on. I'm 100% convinced the sound would have been picked up on the camera. Please do that again, if you can. Whoever you are, thank you. I appreciate it. You know I'm no threat to you, and you're no threat to me. If you wanted me out of here, you would have picked something up, and I'm sure you would have thrown it at me and taken great pleasure in that. I don't know who you are. I'm never going to get to see you. I know this. I know this for sure. But I know there was a presence here in the room. Could you please make that noise again? Please. Please, please, please. If you could be so kind. The reason I'm sitting here and the camera's on the table is so hopefully we'll pick the noise up again. It's the wind outside we can hear. I call out to any spirits in this room, in
Something's
this house,
about to make us jump. I can
cottage.
feel it.
Please make yourself known
Stuart's
again.
so quiet.
Please, I beg of you to come and move something else.
My PC is louder
Come
than
and
Stuart
bang
at
on
the
this
moment.
window here that I'm banging on now on this glass. Come and move these curtains. I'm a good person, you know I'm not bad. And I'm sure you're not a bad person either, even though you've passed on and maybe you did work here somewhere on this land and you probably still think you're working here. Maybe you're trapped and you can't leave. I really don't know.
It's one thing I don't like about when people talk to ghosts. Because let's pretend for a second that the ghost didn't know it was dead. Imagine being the person, just being told you were dead and having to deal with that.
I really don't know.
Out of nowhere.
It's all guesswork, I guess. It's all guesswork, this. Until you can physically speak to me and tell me what's going on and who you are. That's the only way we'll get to know the actual truth. But the sounds, whatever it was you've just done, that doesn't lie. That was incredible, and I can only praise you for the good work that you've done. So obviously you've done that for me, and I'm very grateful for this. I'm truly, truly grateful for all the hard work and effort that you've done.
Hang on a minute, that's a printer. That sounds to me like a printer. I don't know if you guys can hear the noise. Or is it maybe that? Oh no, it's that.
That was the sound. I knew it. I knew it instantly.
Okay.
I knew that sound instantly.
Yeah, okay, I'll give him that. Sounds like a digital printer to me, but yeah.
How?
Let's just see. They're still doing it at this point, and there's no one there.
How? How is that possible? I can't. I don't want to turn it and break it. But what we've just heard now, guys, is this.
Yeah, that was the noise, I'll give him that. See, I would agree,
Is that
but as he walks in the room, there's no one there. And it's... At this point here, it's still doing it.
how? How is that possible?
Yeah, there is that.
I can't. I don't want to turn it and break it. But what we've just heard now, guys, is this.
I'll give him that. That is the noise. And there wasn't, as far as I could see, anyone there.
Wow.
But you're right, I don't know why your brain would immediately go to, it was this thing. I don't even know what this thing is, but I'm guessing it's like a vinyl player, or an old style vinyl player.
Holy shit. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Bit of Elvis there.
That, I don't think that's something that's just gonna freewheel on its own. I really don't believe that. You've physically got to move that, but when you do it, it kind of...
So,
Holy shit.
so when it gets knocked, it completes the cycle. So you only have to put a little bit of pressure on it, and then it does the full loop with a sort of, I'd guess, a spring-loaded motor or something.
That was what we heard. That was the noise we heard.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
I've never heard that. I have never ever heard anything like that. But I just
Then how did
knew
you know what it was?
instantly. I just gravitated.
To be fair, I suppose in that situation, if I knew there was a music machine in the corner, that might be what I would go to as well.
I knew that was it.
Can you move this chair? It's very cold. Now, I mentioned when I came in here that it was quite warm, and yet now it's quite cold. Well, it's cold here.
This is why, again, I
rest of
think
it's
bass readings would be...
Whoa.
Fucking hell. Mm-hmm. Apologies for that. It was a little bit louder than I expected any noises to be. It also scared the slightly startled me. Yeah,
Right, that was another one of these.
that was a desk. I agree with you, Carl. I'm just
None
still
of them are
recovering from the
open,
first
so
one.
none of them could fall shut. Can you do that again, please?
There's a moth on my ceiling.
Can you
Good.
open and shut one of those desks? It's remarkable. Something scraped and moved. It like scraped along the floor. Need to be wide back here. Hello?
Honestly, I would watch an entire investigation with just Carl if they fucked Stu off. Like, I know he's a lovely man, obviously, but I could quite happily watch Carl actually try and do like science.
Do you know, I've got goosebumps all over me now. If I had hair, it would stand up, but I feel all... I don't know.
Oh, God bless you, Carl.
It's an incredible thing to hear that, but what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go see what Carl's up to now, and
Oh, please scare each other. What was that? What was that?
what's the chances of... Right, it wasn't, that was in here,
Mm-hmm.
that was a chair. Now I don't know if, we'll have to look back, guys, on the footage to see if we've gotten any of this moving, but we've just heard the chair.
Was that a ball or something?
So we've had
Something
heard the chair.
sort of ball-like fell and bounced a few times there. Interesting.
So we've had this turntable move.
Lex gone to sleep.
Right, okay. Can't. My torch is dying on me. Holy crap. There we go. That's it. Look where the chair is. Look where it is.
Where is it?
That was it. Look.
Okay.
We've got movement around us. It's all starting to kick off now. And it all started from that very corner there where I'm pointing the camera through to the other area where the turntable is on the gramophone.
Mm-hmm.
And now all of a sudden, these were the chairs. And again, we're going to have to look at this back now. And
What's that then? Something's been thrown at Stuart. What is it?
I don't know what's been... I can't... I'm staying quiet now so you can hear everything that's going on. I can't believe this.
What's that?
There it is.
What is it?
I had no idea
It's,
what it is. It looks like two bamboo sticks tied together.
It's a, what's that?
It's a clothes peg. It's not bamboo sticks, it's a clothes peg, you dick.
I respect that.
Bamboo sticks, it's a clothes peg, you dick. Look,
I didn't even bleep it.
look at that. Put that on the chair. Thank you for this.
My God.
Thank you for everything you've done. See, it's paid off, hasn't it, me being nice to you and talking like this? You know I'm no threat to you. And I know you're no threat to me. All you're doing, basically, is just letting me know that you're with me. But I don't know who's actually here. Obviously you might be a bit mischievous and playful, and that's fine. It's an experience in itself. To have this when you're on your own, to have these things happen around you. See, there's movement now behind.
See, the closest I got to this being on your own malarkey was going for a piss in the Ram. And that wasn't too bad because it was daytime, still lit, daylight.
You can hear it. It's like shuffling. I can't believe we've got this much activity going on. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I need to,
Oh, the moth's
I don't
gone.
really know what else to say. I've
Where's
said
he moved?
everything now.
Find him later.
Right, okay. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to leave here now before anything bad does happen. No, I don't think it will. I'll go and see what Carl's up to. But I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate whoever you are, everything you've done. My name's Stuart, and thank you very much. Wow. Keep this rolling. How's about that then, eh?
How's about that
Right,
then?
folks. Holy shit. I actually don't want to go back in there, sorry. I actually don't want to go back in there now.
We're going back to Carl Cam.
Move something again for me. Please. That's coming from there.
There's obviously some sort of loft hatch there where there could be a person.
Right, there's been about, I don't know, 20 knocks and they've all come from above me and I know nothing's up there. That is eerie. That is very... What the fuck? Right, okay. If you're children, I'm not going.
One thing I will say is his very aggressive reaction to things makes it feel a little bit more compelling because he actually looks and feels frightened and concerned. Same with Carl. They both feel like they're actually reacting to things they're not expecting. It's not like a, oh, what's that? It's a, what the fuck is going on? Which is how I react in this sort of situation, with much more of a aggressive reaction than a calm, reserved.
If you're making these noises, move something now. That was me. Come on. You're not scaring me and I'm not leaving. Loud noises are great, but I need you to make them happen right in front of me now. Is it you, Stu? Stu? I'm just setting off on the door.
Is it trying to lead him towards the door? Go on, slam the door behind him.
Stu's way down there, through that door. Hello? We've got an opening here, but
I mean, the knocks were fairly impressive. He did say directly before that he wasn't leaving, and then a knock led him towards the door.
well, we're getting a lot, but unfortunately our time is quite limited on these extras. Thank you. Come on, just before I go, can you move one more thing? Just so we can see it. No, nothing. Very good though. The knocks, the things moving, the desk. It's great for a short time. Do love this.
And with that, we end our investigation at Greston Hall. Until next time, sleep tight.
So, people of the chat, which I believe is just you two, if you're both still awake, what did we think of Gressenhall Farm? Greston Hall. I don't know how to say that. I'm shrinking again. This keeps happening. My chair's got a broken up-downy MacGuffin. What did we think? What are our thoughts on what happened there? Other than having some very loud, very sudden movements out of nowhere. I must admit, I thought there were a few compelling parts. Yeah, there were a few bits that were interesting. The knocks mainly. The knocks, the bangs, potentially that disc thing moving. That place is like down the road from you guys. They've got no prices on their website, so it would need to be a contact them job. Because it's relatively local to you, I think it makes sense for you guys to drop them a message and see if, as locals to the area, they'll want to do anything with you. But it looks pretty nuts, I'm not going to lie to you. Some of the stuff they got there was very impressive and compelling, I would say. Yeah, I think there was a lot of stuff, to be honest. Knocks, bangs, things moving, tables moving, chairs moving. It was definitely one of the more active, most haunted episodes I've seen. I am just going to nip to the loo quickly. So I think definitely send them something. I'm going to nip to the loo, and then when I get back, I'm going to watch the video you sent me earlier, Maya, the Sam Colby, The Scariest Night of My Life video. Which is a investigation at the haunted Bowers Mansion. So yeah, I'll watch that when I get back from the toilet in a second. Feel free to, I would say talk among yourselves, but you're literally next to each other, so BRB. Okay, I'm back. I've also just realised that the APMA advert is now out of date because the web address is wrong because you've got a new website. So I will update that at some point as well. I am quite pleased with that advert, I'm not going to lie. That turned out better than I thought it would. Yeah, I'm back. This time I have video. So yeah, Sam Colby. I will try and judge the audio. I don't know if I need subtitles. We'll work that out as we go. I'm guessing you guys have seen this video before, but I have not. I've never actually watched the Sam Colby video. But if they're good, I may drop a subscribe. I am, of course, constantly on the lookout for more paranormal content. I don't like his haircut. Gives me Dan and Phil vibes. In fact, he gives me Dan and Phil combined vibes. This video contains undeniable evidence of the supernatural. You should put one of those in your video, Jordan. I mean, you could pretty much put that on ours as well.
It says Bowers Mansion.
This is it.
Wow. That is like the most movie-esque haunted house ever.
It looks so scary.
It's like a fancier Velisca.
We all know how that turned out.
Oh, I love the Velisco Axe Murder House. Is one of my bucket list entries. There's something about it that just really appeals to me. I wonder if the virtual tour's still on the website. Like, it's a really nice place. I don't know if it works now. Flash is deprecated. No, it doesn't. Oh, that's heartbreaking. They used to have a full virtual tour. Yeah, see, we're doing this whole cool places things. An overnight tour of the Velisca Axe Murder House is $428 for 6 people. The problem being, it's in Velisca. So it's a bit of a journey. So yeah, you know, maybe we'll have to get some Discovery Plus funding, do a little American road trip.
Hey, with a 1-2 hat, yeah!
What's
Oh,
so good
God.
to Sam Colby?
Today we are here with Seth at the Bowers Mansion. This haunted mansion is known for a murder-suicide unsolved crime about 75 years ago. Now, it's only been open for paranormal investigation for about 1 year, and because so many people commented about this, we wanted to try to investigate a spot that is not very well known to decide 2 questions.
Yeah. I mean, the venue itself, affordable. It's the trip to America that is a little bit more costly.
1, is it actually haunted? 2, why is there fucking cars in a town that has 15 fucking people? 2, if the rumors
Oh, I don't like him already. Why is clothes ripped?
are
How
true
many
about
subscribers do they have? 7.4 million. Surely he can afford a shirt that isn't ripped.
this place being haunted, can we figure out why there was a murder-suicide?
Let's go check it out. Oh my god! No way! Someone is going down to that cellar tonight. Yo! Of course it has a scary cellar.
I legit had the scariest thing happen to me in my entire life upstairs.
Right now?
I can't feel my mouth, I can't feel my arms, because they're so tingly, because I'm numb.
Brilliant.
It's a cock! Look at the little cock! What's up, Alice?
That's my
Haunted Rooms America. That is a pretty dog.
hands up.
She's got a K2 on her back.
Wait, actually? Yo!
Oh,
Ghost
okay.
doggy!
I mean, I was looking Really? Oh, that's cool. Lizzie Borden took an axe, gave her mother... Lizzie Borden took an axe, gave her father 40 whacks. When she realised what she'd done, she gave her mother 41. I want to say is the old Lizzie Borden. Lizzie Borden took an axe. Is that the right way around? Gave her mother 40 whacks. When she saw what she had done, yeah, she gave her father 41. Sick. I was looking at one point at getting a... something along the lines of one of these. Getting one of these, taking it apart, giving it a full custom paint job, putting it back together, and then sending it into locations to do the film, to do remote filming, because it's both a toy, it's got a camera for live monitoring, and I feel like it would be quite cool to be able to go, to have a remote control. I saw Jack Osborne do it on an episode of Haunted Highway, a show that, to be honest with you, was very good. It was annoyingly good. He did a very similar thing with a remote control car with a camera, but then I would also do the same as what they've done with the dog, of remove the tyre in the back and put maybe a REM pod or something in there, and just really, stack it up as a paranormal tool, because then it justifies it. But yeah, obviously it need to make sure it has decent camera. Ideally it would have night vision, or I'd need to mount a light on it, a torch of some degree, because I highly doubt the lights on this thing work. But I feel like it is doable to have as a, an actual tool of investigation.
A sign, paper saying if you get hurt or attacked or something like that, ain't none of her fault.
Oh, God. Oh, great. Hey, Alice.
Come here, Alice.
Maybe she's attacking or something.
Oh, it's okay, Alice. We're not gonna hurt you.
We love you.
Alice is like, I did not sign up for this shit.
Now our story starts with this guy named Andrew Bowers Sr. He was an extremely wealthy railroad...
You're right, his name is literally Seth Borden. Brilliant.
I honestly...
I don't want to actually watch him, thank you.
Road executive, as well as 4-time mayor of this town. So he was the bigwig. 2 generations of the Bowers family lived and died here at this house. Sadly, their residence ended very tragically.
To this day, an unsolved murder-suicide.
Oh, it's a little bathroom! Harry Potter.
Go on. I'm always for sick ideas. Yeah, when we do the American tour, that is definitely happening, yeah. That has to already exist. That has to be a thing. There's actual routes named Route 666. I mean, I think... So there is a Route 666, America's Scariest Home Haunts. But I think we could work on something, a better title, a sub title. What do you call it? Under thing. We call it something like Route 666. Journey to Hell. Or Journey to the Other Side.
I lived under the stairs, but I take shits under the stairs.
Alright.
Colby, what are you doing in there?
Your face is so...
I feel like that, they're different enough as well, because there's a Scariest Home Haunts. We have like...
And make sure when y'all coming up and down these steps at night that you keep your hand on the rail, because somebody can push you. Do not know who does that.
Okay. Off camera, the guy told me there's a very, very high percentage of us falling through the floor at some point, so let's all now stand
very close together.
What do you mean? Like this whole place is gonna fall down?
This place is over like 120 years old. On June 6, 1956, Andrew Bowers Jr. walked up the stairs and shot his wife Mary in the back of the head. This was around 7 a.m. to 7:15 a.m., so it was super early in the morning, which is kind of strange in my opinion. What's even more strange is that he waited till 7:50 a.m. before he called somebody to come get her.
He called across the street to the funeral home that's right there and said, hey, my wife is ill, I need you to call an ambulance. But before you come over here, wait 5 minutes. So when the employee from the funeral home came over to check on them, he banged on the door and nobody answered. So when he listened in, all he heard was a shot.
I don't hate them right now.
They immediately rushed inside to see that Andrew Bowers had shot himself and his wife was dead up in the bedroom.
Right here was where he shot himself.
Oh, right here?
Right here. Why would this guy wait 30 minutes before calling this funeral home? He was sitting around his dead wife for that long.
Either he was mentally ill, maybe he was seriously trying to come to terms with what he was doing, or he planned it.
Mary Bowers would hang up Christmas lights and Christmas trees up there, so all the people driving by would like see the decorations and stuff.
Yeah.
And people can still see a shadow figure roaming around in this area.
Oh my god!
The way top.
Oh my god. Holy shit, is that Mrs. Bowers?
Jeez, bro. This house really is old.
Creepy mirror, alone in
looks
the
like it has
closet.
little handprints on it.
Oh my god, you're right.
This is Mary's room. This is where she got shot and killed.
Oh,
right here.
Oh my god, it looks like a full-on goddamn seance.
I was kind of thinking like intervention.
It does look like an intervention.
Sam,
Yeah.
it's time to talk.
Fuck! Dude, I bet that is where her bed was. Lights on either side.
Look what I just found out. Locked, right?
Yeah. Not locked.
Exploring time. Boom, 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 boom.
Not the right time to wear skinny jeans.
Oh, that's my line.
Parkour, call me Michael Scott.
Secret entrance. Wait, since this was locked, like we gotta be careful probably on these floors.
Yeah, this is probably where it's fucked.
If we fall through, it's gonna get so many views.
Colby Brock dies at Haunted Mansion. That one says no entry as well.
Looks like we get into the me.
We are gonna fall through. We might be the first and last to investigate this.
Yeah, we're the first investigators to really investigate this place.
That's why.
That's why nobody comes here.
Yeah.
Oh. It's like nobody even knew we did that.
Yeah, no one is ever gonna know that we did that.
Guys, don't tell anybody.
So there's a newspaper article stating what he wrote in his will. His suicide note didn't have any reason of his murder, obviously. It's still unsolved. However, the only thing on the suicide note was a message to void all of his previous wills and leave all of his personal and real property to a woman named Mrs. Sims. She did not live here.
You said Mrs. Sims and there was a smack.
This lady was someone who was living in the hotel downtown. Why would you randomly, last minute before you kill yourself, decide to not leave anything for the rest of your family or anybody involved and leave it all to this random person? It is noted that people think Andrew Bowers was not sleeping in the same bed as Mary the night that he shot her, kind of insinuating they were in a fight.
Also, the fact that it was at 7 a.m.
He was up all night thinking about something.
Again, we don't know why this happened. All we know is that he supposedly had some kind of mental illness for a very long time. Oh.
That was right behind us.
This house is loud. It's like responding to what we're talking about. Holy shit.
Wow.
Dude, see, we thought this place was gonna be furnished, but it's like...
Not.
It's like an abandoned house. Until literally 2 years ago, it was abandoned for 17 years.
Pretty well preserved for a place that's been abandoned for that long.
We can't go in there.
Private room, do not enter. What do you think is in a private abandoned house?
I don't know, but they definitely locked it from the top.
Oh no!
Is this like all mold or something on here?
Oh god.
We're gonna get asbestos. Is that something you can get?
Oh!
Creepy gowns.
Yo, there's a perfect spot to hide a body.
Who's sleeping here tonight?
Yo, they actually have a bed. We could do a slumber party.
That is a nice looking
They
bed.
should just make this a hotel.
Actually, I remember seeing this room online. This is Bernard's room.
Oh.
This is where he would sit at the window every single day and just do nothing.
For his entire life.
Wow.
It's so sad.
What is that?
I'm shitting currently.
I'm scared of these steps, bro.
Ominous bulb.
Oh god, dude, from the camera, looks like it just turns into darkness.
God. Why would...
That looks exactly like the fucking...
I'm shitting currently. For his entire life.
Steps, bro.
Ominous bulb.
Oh!
That looks exactly like the staircase from Resident Evil 7. That she comes crawling up when she's like demonic and possessed.
Oh god, dude, from the camera, looks like it just turns into darkness.
God. Why would Bernard's room, the guy that can't do anything, have the one
Evening, baby.
staircase to the
How's it
basement?
going?
What's in here though? This looks like it might just be like Oh, it's another potty room. So I think the only basement to this place is that cellar that we saw.
I have to go outside the cellar.
What the fuck? Was that upstairs?
That was the door. Keep it recorded.
That was the door.
Wait, was that upstairs?
That was the fucking door.
Wait, no, it was not! No, it was not.
No. The door's fucking...
No, it's not! Holy shit! Okay, now no, I was recording this entire time.
All good.
That fucking door.
There's no draft in here. How did that happen?
By itself.
Bernard's room is the most active. That's what he told me.
Really?
Bernard's room is more active. Yes.
Bernard just shut us in the basement. He's like, don't come back.
Yeah, he's like, get out of here. Holy shit.
That scared the fuck out of me.
Me
That's
too.
impressive,
That's a
I'm
huge
not gonna
I feel
lie.
like we should go learn more about this place.
Yeah. For sure.
Alice, did you see anything while we were up there? Did you see anything while we were up there? Okay.
She's like, fuck off, fuck off.
Alice, please. Alice can smell the attachment.
Yeah.
See? He knows it's up your ass.
Everyone knows about my ass.
Everyone?
Yeah.
I'm David Howe. I'm with Holler Rooms America.
We know,
Where
we've
do
met you
say
already,
would be
David.
the most haunted spot in this house?
In the back room, Bernard.
Is that where the door just slammed?
That's where the
Yes. In the bathroom there, you will see a shadow figure going back and forth. And in Bernard's room, them stairs y'all come down, that would have been the servant stairs come up and down.
Oh, that makes
That's why that's colored green.
The Bowers had servants. They had their own house outside, right?
That's correct. Every so often you can look up at the servant's quarter top window and see somebody looking back at you.
No. You said something about a tree. Could you repeat that?
The tree on the back lot. Through investigations, we have found out that there has been 2 servants hung on it in 1905.
They would hang their own servants on a tree in the backyard.
We also have, of course, Andrew Bowers Jr. You know, he would have brought a lot of negative energy in here too.
Do you know which room that he shot himself in? Because if he
This
shot
room right below us.
right below us, they're right here. Okay.
Mary Bowers, she is here. She got shot and she was laying on her side when they found her. She got shot by her husband. You use a spirit box type. I would use it in here. You can't get Mary to come through. Sometime you may get a spirit that is, of course, from the funeral home or from the graveyard.
Brilliant.
There is some negative energy in this house. I believe most of that is coming from the basement. There's a little box sitting next to the wall. If you was to step on there is some kind of doll or something like in there. We was told not to touch this.
Wait, there's a haunted doll in the basement?
We don't know if it's haunted or not. We had a medium told us do not touch that. It's no good.
That's terrifying.
Yo.
And there is supposedly several bodies buried
Yeah,
underneath
literally.
the concrete in the basement.
Exact vibe I was getting as
It
well.
just keeps getting better and better.
So you think most of the negative energy is coming from whatever is buried in the basement or that doll?
I believe so. There is a portal downstairs because you actually have one mirror underneath of us pointing towards another mirror.
Vortexes?
There is a vortex or a portal on the other side of the funeral home, and it goes straight to the graveyard, real close to the Bowers. Really interesting one. I was talking to somebody and said the name was George. And I'm like, who is George? We found out he was not from this property. He come from the graveyard. And we found the other end of that vortex tunnel, portal, wherever you want to call it. There's a George right there.
What?
Like he was buried right there?
He's buried almost in front of where the portal is at.
Oh, you know exactly where the portal is in the graveyard? Can we see that later?
Yes.
Alright.
Nice.
When we do have mediums in this house, or like this house still has not broke out full potential where it's really gonna talk yet.
We might be the first.
So we're saying we might stir things up tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it.
Are you ready, Alice?
Coming up to the graveyard. St. Joseph Cemetery.
Here is where all the Bowers are at.
Oh, what?
Right here?
The whole Bowers family is right here?
This is the man
Fantastic.
who committed the crime.
I'm just saying this would be quite a nice vehicle. Take that, strip the sides, paint it a decent colour, whack it all back together again. Happy days. Plenty of room on the back for a remove the tyre, add some sort of maybe EMF or something. That could work. That could work.
Lay is right here. His bones are underneath us. 1956, 7 a.m. is when he's shot.
Lovely.
Killed his wife and then himself. So here's Bernard, and he was the brother of Andrew Jr., who committed the crimes. He has the most active room. This guy is the one that, like, shut the door on us just a second ago. We're standing on his grave. That's so crazy to think about.
Insane, man. Why would she be in the family but be the only one that's not buried here?
Does that mean she created a will that told everybody before she died that she didn't want to be buried next to him? If this was unsolved... Hey!
No attachments.
They would have just buried her right next to her husband, right?
Maybe he specifically said, do not bury her.
There's some kind of missing puzzle piece to this.
Unless we're just being really dumb and the people are just like, why would we bury his wife right next to the person that killed him, right? And they just made that decision themselves.
Welcome.
I like to think that there's something
Thank
that
you
they're not
for,
telling us.
Coming here. Oh, there's Alice.
Alice looks like she's having the time of her
I
life.
like Alice.
Alice can see every demon here.
Scared as fuck.
Right there between them two trees.
Right here?
What?
If you look over here, we should come up to George.
There, George.
Apparently spirits
There's
is coming
George.
from here, going through this portal, coming out by the funeral home, and walking over to say hi to Bowers Mansion. They have not been able to figure out.
Well, it's time for us to do that for you.
Interesting. Let's go look at this portal again.
Through investigation, they figured out these
How old
trees
are these
created
two
the portal.
people?
This is like, please.
Do we have the portal where I'm standing at? Can you light up this K2 meter on Alice? You can't go home with us, but you can answer.
Oh, it did! It's spiking! Yo, it's
Okay, I will say they're outdoors. There shouldn't be anything around here that is spiking.
still spiking!
Holy fuck!
Wow, right as he
There.
asked.
Oh my god!
She's shaking too.
Oh,
my
wait!
god!
Immediate confirmation that this is a portal.
That was incredible.
Hold on. So, like, why would a K2 be going off in between two trees? That doesn't even make any sense.
There's nothing electronic.
And it's a
around here.
graveyard. It's not like there's any electronics.
Electric around here.
That is just pure EMF energy.
We're watching Sam and Colby, the scariest night of my life, as suggested by Maya.
Now look, it's completely fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
This is the second time in season 2 that we found a portal with 2 trees.
Oh, yeah.
Feel her vibrating if you want to touch her.
Sorry, Alice. I know this is awkward. Oh, she is! She's shaking!
She's scared.
Yeah,
Well,
she's
get
freaking
the
out.
dog
All right, well,
to
we can
safety.
get Alice out of here so she doesn't continue shaking, but thanks for showing us
Move that
portal. That's
dog.
crazy.
Put her
I
somewhere
want to
safe.
find out exactly what this house is hiding and how this portal was here. It's just something weird going on around Bowers Mansion.
That's for sure.
Maybe we'll find out what it is.
Thank you so much, David.
No problem. Y'all be safe. Be careful over at that house. You never know what's going to happen.
Thanks for the advice and all the help.
We'll try to solve this mystery.
Never know who you might be talking to over there because they're liable to be coming from this cemetery, so.
That's the creepiest thing I've ever
I was
heard.
gonna say, one last thing. Do you get scared at the Bowers Mansion?
I have been spooked before pretty good. When you're running face to face with a shadow figure, pretty spooky. Don't do nothing bad over there.
We won't. We'll be good.
Has anyone in the chat seen a shadow figure? Where are we at on the shadow figure front? What are the thoughts? For me personally, they're one of the areas of the paranormal that I am most heavily invested in, because I have at one point, several points actually, 2 points spring to mind, seen shadow figures. Do I necessarily think that they were ghosts? I'm unsure.
Alright, well, thank you so much.
Thank y'all.
Appreciate it,
Yeah,
man.
very nice to meet you, man.
Again, shout out hauntedrooms.com. If you guys want to go investigate yourselves, you can hit them up. Awesome guy. And meet Alice, too. If we're one of the first people to investigate this, don't you think they're going to try to, like, get their answers out, especially if we're filming?
David was also saying he believes these spirits have been inactive because no one's been in this house for decades. It has not reached his full potential of hauntings.
Oh my god.
Wait, there's somebody here.
There's somebody
here.
glass. That was fucking glass.
Really quick, there has to be somebody here.
What the fuck was that?
It sounded like it came from right here, bro.
It was like glass. Is someone outside?
There's nobody here.
Alright guys, so it sounds like we need to start this investigation ASAP. There's stuff happening constantly. But just to wrap this up, guys, basically
What the fuck? Actually,
that was something moving upstairs.
That was something moving.
Almost immediately after this murder-suicide, it was rumored that this house was haunted. Now, it went through a couple other businesses and everything, but around the year 2000, it was left empty and abandoned for 17 years.
Not again.
Oh, wait.
Not again.
What? Every time we're with you, dude. 17.
I have a tattoo of a 17, and it's popped up in the last few videos that I filmed with these guys.
There's 17 portals currently open in this house.
17.
Dude, don't you have the
17.
That just made me think of another thing.
What?
I mean, the reason why I have the 17 is because of my grandfather, George, who is one of the spirits that comes from the cemetery or the funeral.
Oh yeah! One spirit that comes back and forth most often is George.
He was the one that was buried right next to the portal.
Dude, these places are always so connected to you.
Last important Bowers character that you guys probably need to know before we investigate is Bernard Bowers, who also lived at this house at one point, but he died tragically at the age of 30 because he also was suffering some sort of illness where he couldn't leave his room. He was always in a wheelchair, sitting and looking out his window, and people say that Bernard's room might be the most active because of the amount of sadness that he experienced when he was alive.
This house is known for a lot of the common hauntings. Disembodied voices, you see some orbs every once in a while, but the really strange thing I've noticed is people say this house makes people sad. Obviously, Andrew Bowers was going through something, so that he would kill his wife. Just this house holds a lot of sadness, and even David himself says that. Let's go check out what is going on upstairs, and then let's start this investigation.
Yeah.
Okay. My attention's peaked.
Yeah, I think there's an animal in here, or we just heard this high-pitched... Dude.
There's a cat up here.
We heard meows.
What the fuck? I thought it came from this area.
So that intrigues me. So that's how they've set those up.
There's a cat up here.
So as their static cameras, they're using CCTV cameras, which is an interesting choice. Something I did consider while looking at potential statics.
We heard meows.
What the fuck? I thought it came from this area somewhere. Wait, this door's open.
Huh?
Wasn't this the do not enter, the one that we couldn't open?
The door, yeah, it's open.
Oh, shit! There's 3 cats in here. There's 4 cats! Okay, wait, let's not let them out. What? How is that door open?
That scared the crap out of me.
Holy fuck.
My heart is pounding.
Me too.
crap.
Dude, there's 5 cats in there. How is that door open?
It was locked.
This was completely shut right here. Look, you can't even close it. It's like somebody pushed it from the inside.
So someone has been inside, and we all left to the graveyard.
Yeah, so who did it?
Is there any way else to get into that room? Can you get in this way? No, this door's closed too.
Unless the cats open doors.
What? Why would they keep 5 cats in here alone? This is an abandoned house. No one lives here.
Yeah, you can't even close it now. All the way, see?
That's weird.
That is so odd.
Can we try to close this? Because we're gonna get blamed for that. They're scratching at the door.
It's kind of sad.
Yeah, they're trying to get out.
This abandoned house that has cats is locked in here.
Guys, check this out. Dude, you can see the light moving around. I have no idea if we caught anything on that, but yo, we might.
TikToks, dude. It's gonna look at her. Oh my god!
What in the fuck?
What the fuck? Yeah, dude. What the fuck? Is that a fucking cat ball? Wait, press that down. Yes, that's a fucking cat ball. That's like part of our paranormal equipment.
Dude, what if I roll it in and they just roll it back? I'm gonna stick my phone in there again.
Yo, they passed it back, dude. That's fucking awesome.
He's rolling.
it. They might grab it.
What? Yeah. Why are there cats in there? Is the question I have.
Okay, so now we know that all those noises that we heard were damn cats. There's like 6 of them up here.
God, it scared the crap out of me.
Why are there cats in this haunted place?
Just a little. Here you go.
That's so cute! Yo, there's another one! Look at this little boss!
Alright guys, so it is investigation time.
Why are there cats? Sorry, I'm a bit confused by why they've just locked cats in a room. Where are they again? They're in the Bowers Mansion.
There's absolutely nobody in the house except for us, and as always, we decided why not do the worst possible thing you could do first.
Oh!
By that we mean we're going to split up. We're gonna have one person take the house, one person take the funeral home across the street, which is supposedly a portal. And then third, someone's gonna go into the cellar. He said in an interview that there is apparently a haunted doll down there, as well as up to 11 dead bodies buried under the cement. Who does that?
Maybe it low-key increases retail value.
I think the first question we want to answer is this place haunted? Specifically, are all the locations haunted by the same people, or is it a portal? We've already had doors close on their own and a bunch of noises and creaks. Although some of them might be the cats, it can't be every single one. There's footsteps and everything. Who wants to get the mansion alone? Bitch!
Gotcha.
So Colby's gonna be here in the haunted mansion alone. We're gonna go outside.
Fuck! It's time we talk about today's video sponsor.
Honey is the #1 shopping tool in America.
It's literally just this little button on top of your screen.
That can save a life.
Alright, maybe not a life, but it will save you money. Honey will automatically search for promo codes on your favorite websites so that you don't have to. Whether that be shopping for clothes, things for your house, or even food, Honey's got you.
Always. Honey even saved me money.
I'm not going to skip it, but I'm going to mute it. Yeah, I don't know what the cats are there, but so far this place is pretty creepy. $35 minutes. This should finish about 22, which is good. Yeah, so far I definitely think this house is a bit spooky. I don't quite know what is going on. Okay, hello. Twitch. According to Twitter, Twitch just decided to very briefly not work. It looks like a load of people all got kicked off at once, which is good, but we are back. Yeah, we're back. Twitch is now up and running again. It looks like only a small number of people got booted off briefly. But yeah, we're here, we're good. I'm going to resume. This is going to make me uploading this very difficult. I might actually have to edit these two parts together, but fine. Oh, it's going to take like 2 hours to render. Fuck it.
I'm gonna make sure we're always up in the ante every single one of these videos. And I'm not kidding when I say that every single time I've done an alone investigation like this, or just being alone in general in a haunted place, it scares me every time. You feel a lot more vulnerable, and again, I'm using this camera as my safety net. Just talking to you is the only one that's gonna get me through this, but here we go.
I am genuinely terrified to go down and move.
So it does make me feel better. It makes me feel better that they're doing the whole walk around, one of them has an actual
I have no
lit
light
camera.
on this, so when I go down there, I won't be able to see a single thing. Holy shit, dude, there it is.
These goddamn motherfuckers, they really got me walking around by myself. Okay guys, so this is the funeral home that supposedly has all of the portals around it. I am not totally sure what we're gonna get here, but I'm gonna turn the Ovilus on and we're just gonna try to communicate, see if we can find out anything. Supposedly, there's a spirit named George here who likes to visit the Bowers Mansion across the street. I just wanna know if you're here. Cellar? Oh my god, it just said cellar. Oh my god, and it just said malevolent. That's actually really freaking creepy because Sam is in the basement right now, aka the cellar, with a malevolent spirit.
If there's anyone down by the basement, you turn on this REM pod.
Bang.
Fuck, dude. You know when you get that pit in your stomach where you kind of like know something is kind of off, almost like you did something wrong or like something's about to happen to you? That's what I feel like.
So first thing I'm gonna do is reenact what Andrew Bowers Jr. did to his wife. So in 1956 at 7 a.m., Andrew Bowers walked up these stairs. Once he got to the top of the stairs, it is believed that he took a second to stand right here and ponder about what he was about to do. But as you guys know, he decided to move forward with murdering his wife. He walks in here. We believe the bed would have been right in this corner. His wife was laying down, probably face towards this way, and then boom, shot her in the back of the head.
Oh my god, it's so much warmer down here. Holy fuck, dude, holy fuck. Oh my god. What is that? Again, guys, I can't see shit. He said to look for 2 stones. When you stand up on those 2 stones, you can see a haunted doll. Alright, I'm gonna put this REM pod down. What the fuck is that?
My own shadow just scared the living crap out of me. George, are you out here? All you gotta do is speak to me through this box that I have in my hand. Wrong world. It just said camera.
What I find is the creepiest thing about this story is he waited a good 30 minutes before he walked down these stairs again while his dead wife was upstairs. His mind must have been just racing with thoughts. Like he must have felt like so clouded in such a dark moment that he came over here, ended up calling his friend at the funeral home across the street where Seth is. Around 8:05 a.m., Bailey, his friend, came over to check on him, only to hear a gunshot inside. Right where I'm standing, Andrew Bowers Jr. ended up shooting himself and then dying on his way to the hospital. Obviously, Andrew suffered with mental illness, and it's interesting that Bernard, his brother, also suffered with another sort of mental illness or some sort of disability to where he couldn't walk and was stuck in a wheelchair for all of his life. I can literally hear Sam right now in the cellar. I hope he's okay.
Fuck. Hello? Andrew Bowers? Holy shit. It's going off like crazy. I can see now because of this. If that's not a malfunction and someone's actually down here, can you make that REM pod stop?
Weird.
Can you step away on the count of 3? 1, 2, 3.
Okay, well at least it kept going. That's reassuring.
Oh my god, this just said touch. Are you planning on touching any of us tonight? It said graveyard. We were just at the graveyard. Oh my god, I'm like freaked the hell out right now. I hate being by myself when doing these kind of videos. Reveal.
These cats are super loud at some points, but at other points, they're just chilling. They might be like laying down just trying to sleep right now, but whatever noises we were hearing before have not been happening. But if you go down this hallway, this apparently is the bathroom door where there's reports of a head sticking out and peeking and then going back in, and that's rumored to be Bernard, because Bernard's room is right here. Now this room freaks me out the most. There is undoubtedly a different vibe as soon as you enter this room. And what's weird to me is that we came back up here and opened this, so this was on us, but this has shut as if Bernard was just saying, do not come back. Now, if he was spending most of his time in this room, I could only imagine that these windows, probably this one, was where his wheelchair was up against and he would just watch outside, wasting his life away, unfortunately, because nobody could help him. Nobody knew what was wrong. And one little interesting fact about Bernard is he was strangely obsessed with birds. He loved birds, and so maybe we can use that to trigger him later. I can see Seth right there walking around the funeral home. I don't know if you guys can see that. Oh, he's waving, hey!
Hey!
Hey, there's Colby right over there. It said homicide. Oh my god, I was just saying hi to Colby real quick because I saw him in the window. Homicide during the day. That's what it said.
Oh my god! No, it's different. What the fuck? I'm gonna reset that to make sure. I'm gonna search for this haunted dog. That kind of looks like a pentagram. Is this the step he was talking about? Where are you? I checked everywhere on this side. That means it has to be up there.
I want to ask something.
Is he the one that cries?
Mary Bowers? Andrew Bowers?
The cats are still really weird.
Bernard Bowers? If anybody can hear me, any one of you can hear me, can you please give me some sort of obvious sign where you can come up to this device that I'm holding in my hand and make it spike? Let me know that you're here with me. The kitty. Oh my god, the kitty. That scared me so bad. Oh my god. Kitty? That is so sad. But we can't open this door and let them out. Obviously, this isn't our property, so we have to respect these people. Hope those cats are okay.
I'm gonna get up on top of this. Where are you? I literally searched this entire fucking thing. Is that it?
I'm noticing that there's a lot of words popping up when I go to the side closest to the house and the side furthest from the house. I'm not really sure if that's because
I feel like most places would have not shown the cats and then had like light clawing and bangs in the background that they
portal is on a certain area. I'm literally in the dark here. Body.
Mary Bowers, are you still here in this room?
Yeah.
I don't mean to disrespect in any way. Honestly, I just want to know your guys' story. I don't think what happened to you is fair, and I think there's way more to the story than people know. Obviously, it was unsolved, so is there any way there? And I think there's way more to the story than people know. Obviously, it was unsolved, so is there any way that you can give me some sort of answers? Just let me know that you're here so that we can talk to you later and figure out exactly what happened.
George, if you're here, can you please give me a sign? It just said devil. Is there some kind of evil entity? Some kind of devil? Alive? Known? Scratch? Can you tell me the name of the house that I'm pointing to? Something alone.
Oh, wait. What the fuck is that? Yeah. Oh, that's way smaller than I expected. Oh my god! I can't see that very well, but you guys will probably be able to see it. Oh, apparently mediums said do not touch that haunted doll. So what are we gonna do?
Guys, I'm not just saying this to say this. I'm almost feeling like just slightly nauseous. And I'm not one to be like allergic to cats, but it almost feels like my throat is kind of tightening a bit. Like I'm having some sort of allergic reaction or something. But as soon as I started asking questions, that's when it really started to make me feel a little bit sick. Is somebody here with me? Bernard, if you're in this room, why don't you come talk to me? Could you come light up my device I'm holding? Can you slam this door in front of me again? It's just me. If you want me to leave your room, just please shut this door and I'll get out of here. Huh. Bernard, I just want to say that I'm sorry about the life that you lived. Holy fuck! Oh my god! Holy shit! Oh my... Bernard, I just want to say that I'm sorry about the life that you lived.
I mean, it happened off camera, which, given that the spirit could just not want to be caught on camera, which is apparently a very common thing, could be plausible. Could he have turned away and then just kicked it with his foot? You know, panned the camera over this way, used his foot to slam the door shut.
Holy fuck! Oh my god! Holy shit! Oh my god, I'm fucking... Holy shit!
Cool. Okay.
I'm getting out of here.
You've got my attention.
Oh my
Ryan.
god! I have
You
never
have excited
been
me.
that jump scared in my fucking life, guys. I swear to God.
He looks frightened, I'll give him
Holy fuck,
that.
I gotta go downstairs for 2 seconds.
Okay. Okay, good.
Are you fucking kidding me? How do you explain that? Guys! I don't know what to do. I'm just walking around, guys. day.
This is where he
I
cries.
asked him to do that. I cannot believe that happened, guys. That's been open the entire fucking time we've been doing this. There's nobody here, I promise, guys. I
Why have
promise.
my numbers gone odd?
God, I asked him to do that, though. Bernard, if you can hear me, thank you.
Multiples
Thank you
of
for letting
5
me know
has
you
to
wanted
be.
me to leave your room. I left. I hope you understand that. We're just trying to get your story out there. I've never felt so tingly in my life. My hands are numb. My lips are numb. I feel like I can't move my face. Oh my God, my arm's getting tired from this camera, too. I promise you guys, that's probably the most scared I've ever been, ever. I know we say that in a lot of videos. People roast us all the time. But if you cannot tell by my reaction right now, I have never been that jump scared in my life. Not even in the Conjuring basement alone, not any other isolation investigations at all. That door just slammed in front of me.
How was it?
You're not gonna believe what happened to me. I'm being so dead serious, but I wanna... I don't know, like, I'm not kidding, dude. Like, this is like one of the scariest things happened to me in my life. Like, I'm not just saying this for like camera.
Dude, you're like eyes are watering. Are you good?
We need to wait till Sam gets here.
Should I go get him?
Yeah.
Alright.
Could you grab him?
Was it? Okay, you've got my attention again. Oh.
Hello? Can you see this? Guys, what the fuck? I do not know how much that got, but holy fuck, that thing is still going off. That thing has not gone off the entire time, right? As soon as I walked down there, yes, I reset it, nothing. Something whispered in my ear right after that. I don't know if you can see this, but I'm literally... No! Dude. You do not know what just fucking happened to me.
Colby just told me the same thing.
What?
He's like fucking crying right now.
What? Are you okay?
I had...
Do you want to talk inside?
Yeah.
Because of this thing? Wow! Dude, no, that's actually fucking terrifying.
Have you ever seen something like that before, right when I turned my back on it?
Except the
yeah,
reverse
you
of
were
Dad's
asking it to
games.
close it, and then literally in front of your eyes, and you were definitely far away. You were probably like that far away.
Yes, there's no way that was me. Yes, I swear.
Oh my god. I don't know what you experienced, but like, I'll tell you why I'm so fucking jumpy. It's covered with pentagrams and like 666 symbols and everything. But I was just looking around and I could only see through that one little camera, trying to find this haunted doll for so long. I like picked it up. Obviously not supposed to, but I picked it up, and then the REM pod not going off for 10-15 minutes just starts blaring, and then something in my ear goes,
what?
And it freaked me the fuck out. And I jumped down, but I couldn't see, so I dropped the camera and broke it. So I don't even know if that footage is even out there. Like, I don't know if it's existing. That's what I'm telling you right now.
Oh shit.
And I turned it back on, and luckily it worked. Like that 2018 when I heard something like whisper in my ear, it was like that, but like twice as loud.
Holy shit, so you had something just as scary happen?
Insane. It was like the biggest jump scare, but then I could also tell someone was there because of the REM pod. And like the camera broke, so again, that's why I'm saying this. I don't know if it's on footage.
How was yours?
Whatever was talking to me about you guys. It said cellar.
No way, actually, the obelisk.
And then it also said devil.
The 666.
I just got chills.
Fuck, I just got chills
It
too.
said alone.
Holy
dude, I can't hold this camera.
Actually?
I'm shaking.
Yeah, no, what the hell?
And then one of the creepiest things I heard was when I was walking around this way. It was right after I saw you in the window and I waved at you.
Mm-hmm.
It said homicide.
Oh my god! Exactly what happened here! What?
I tried over and over, bro, to ask.
Which guy don't you believe, Maya? Oh, that one. Yeah. He's the untrustworthy one of the three. The other two feel believable to me.
Like if there's a portal, it wouldn't tell me anything about a portal. I didn't even know if I talked to George. I don't know who I was talking to. I walked over to Colby and I just knew like something was up.
It looked like you were like genuinely affected.
Something's in that room, and the fact that it said devil makes me think that there's something evil here. What if Andrew Bowers did not mean to do that, and something took over him in his sickness?
Maybe we can take a break for a second.
Oh shit. This place is insane. On the night vision, that literally looked like a giant circle with like lines in the middle of it. I thought it might be a pentagram as well. There's some sort of symbol right there.
And there's another one.
There's the same symbol right there.
666?
And then 666 right there.
I cannot believe it said devil, and then you saw this stuff.
I had to look all the way back there, and there's a fucking little haunted doll. Oh my god, that looks so creepy.
Oh,
It looks
don't
like a
touch
Chinese
it.
doll.
I touched it again.
Oh shit, yeah, sorry.
Sam, this is why you're always getting attacked.
God dang it, I'm so sorry. I turn to look at the REM pod, and then right here my ear goes.
To reiterate, I don't think I ever talked to any of the Bowers besides Bernard.
You just said that and the flashlight turned on.
Holy shit!
You don't think you talked to the Bowers?
I mean, no, my EMF wasn't going off, but maybe he could hear me.
What if this is him telling us it was in this room?
It could.
Boom! Turned off. Right as you said that. Oh my god.
Like we were saying earlier, these people, they want their story to be known since it was unsolved. I guess the first question we can ask is, could you do that again? Now we're in this room. You set off what?
Whoa! Whoa! Oh wait, that was your. Oh my god!
You see me though? It was like
yes.
boom.
Yes, that was perfect.
Andrew Bowers Jr., did you die in this room?
Turned off.
What was that?
Fucking hell.
Okay.
Andrew, did you just make that noise over there?
Oh, the flash is on!
Oh my god, that scared the fucking me.
Right after. Should we see if it's really intelligent? All right, so you're able to turn on this.
Oh!
Say turn on that one!
Oh my god!
You said let's see if it's really intelligent, and did what you were gonna ask it to do before you even said it.
So these are a specific type of light. These are mag lights, which are different to your standard torch. They're like 50 quid. You can get some for like as cheap as 30. But the ones they tend to use, you look in high quality, expensive stuff. I don't actually know how a mag light works enough, but I feel like because the torches we use are solid button torches, they're more difficult for a spirit to turn on. Whereas I feel like a mag light, again, spirits seem to be able to turn on based on other people's reviews, because I guess they twist to turn on instead.
Which means it's more intelligent than we think. It's like, okay, he's gonna ask me to do this one.
Andrew, if you really like us that we're here to tell your story, can you turn both flashlights off? Count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, dude!
It wasn't on time, but it was like.
But it was basically the amount of time to go click, walk, 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 click.
So what do we ask him? Why?
Yes. This flashlight over here by the front door, the red one, we're gonna say that.
Yeah,
is
that's
yes.
my understanding
this blue
of them.
flashlight on the mantle is no. Yes, that one right there. Holy shit. So if you can turn both of those off, we can start asking you yes or no questions about the murder.
Turn them off in 3, 2, 1. And we'll start the conversation.
Walking, that one.
Wow! Oh my god! Did you kill your wife because you're angry with her?
Yes.
So both flashlights are off now. The thing I want to know from you, Andrew, is do you feel like you were either possessed?
Oh! Yes!
And no. What?
Oh, they turned on at the same time?
What?
That's what I was saying off camera. Do you remember what I told you? As we were walking around outside, I was just like, what if something was trying to possess him but didn't fully do it? And that's why he still was able to call his friend Bailey to come to the house.
So it was like yes and no.
Like he was battling this demon.
Andrew, did you regret killing your wife in any way?
Oh! What's that one again?
I said regret, yes.
Yes.
He did regret it.
That's why it said yes and no. You know what I mean? Something took over him for a second and then he realized what he did. Yes.
I must admit,
do you think
I got a chill down my spine then.
that whatever made you kill
That
your
gave me a
wife
slight
is
shiver.
still in this house?
Oh my god!
God,
Why is there talk?
that's exactly what we thought. Dude, that lines up with everything we're talking about. You, over there, Devil, 666, all the weird stuff. David, upstairs, who was saying, guys, there is something evil in the basement. There's probably something fucking with him and taking control.
You think the kids of Palestine went down in that cellar and drew 666 and satanic symbols for a reason? To like kind of forewarn people that this place is evil?
He regrets killing his wife, and he still thinks whatever like maybe influenced him to kill his wife is still here at the Bowers mansion.
So what's next?
Maybe see if it's still with Bernard.
Yes.
Yes.
That just turned on. Guys, I hope you're enjoying the video so far. If you are, you know what to do. Leave a like. It takes 2 seconds and it's free.
I'm skipping that.
Room before we get answers with Mary in her room. I do not like this room at all.
You're not alone now, man. You'll be okay.
I was gonna say, this slammed on us earlier too, so we all know what you're talking about.
All right, I'm back, Bernard.
I'm jumpy now.
I asked you to slam the door if you didn't want anybody to be in here, so I'm sorry. Certain. I'm not certain. First of all, I just wanted to say sorry if it feels like we're invading your space. Understand that you spent most of your life living alone here, and I just hope you know that we're just trying to get the Bauer story out there for as many people to see. And I hope you understand that.
Dude, it is so sad. Having an illness like that where you can't even move for 30 years, all you have right out there looking at a tree, birds and stuff all your life.
Interest.
His only interest was birds.
Wow.
We want to hear your story, Bernard. You can tell us anything about your life or about your brother.
Whose?
About your life, yeah.
Fade. Bernard, if you're still here with us, could you please give us an obvious sign one more time?
That just said like 3 words.
Total rule.
Total rule? Do you think whatever's in the basement has total rule over everything? Still happens around here?
Often. Lead. Spirit. Together.
Spirit together?
Wife.
Whoa.
Spirit together, wife.
Are you all together in the afterlife?
Or maybe it's just Bernard and the wife because Andrew killed.
Fame.
Yeah, dude. Andrew.
Group.
Whoa, did you just feel a really cold breeze?
Ed.
I just felt like a crazy...
Who's Ed?
Oh, what? There's a guy named Eddie! No, that is Andrew Bowers Jr. Andrew Bowers Jr. is his... Yeah.
Is Eddie?
Eddie is his nickname, Eddie.
It says Ed and it's a group.
Bernard, wife, and Ed, meaning Andrew Bowers Jr.
I'm
are
invested
all together.
in this
Spirit.
far too
Bernard,
much
thank
right
you
now.
so much for telling us more
10 minutes
about
to
the
go.
Bauer story.
If you guys are all together in the afterlife, does that mean you all agree that Andrew was just under some sort of malevolent spirit when he killed his wife?
You. Bernard, was there always a portal in this house? Violet. Solstice. What's that mean?
Solstice is like a time of year that like there's the most energy.
Is he trying to tell us that the portal opens during that time? Branches. The tree branches in the cemetery.
Oh my god! The portal opens at the solstice.
I will say, the blonde one's annoying me. The other two seem quite cool.
And there's evil spirits that come, and probably one of them came in, maybe not demonic, but an evil spirit took over Andrew.
He committed this crime June 6th. 6/6.
Temperature. Oh my god, you're right.
And isn't the first day of summer solstice on June 21st?
I have no idea.
I think.
So they just told us that this portal is open at the solstice, which was the time that he...
Same 2 weeks that he killed him.
June.
Are you
June.
fucking kidding
The
me?
6th month of the year. June 6th.
6/6.
1956.
666. It's kind of a reach, but at the same time, it makes sense.
If he really likes birds, maybe to make him feel more comfortable. Is this like weird to like play like bird
No,
bird noises?
We've done that for spirits before.
I'm gonna say trigger object.
Alright, so I found bird sounds spectacular. Morning bird song.
This is probably what he listened to every single day for his entire life.
I'm like trying to put myself in his position.
Just looking out that
Just
window.
looking out the window, you can't go anywhere. I can't even imagine how sad that must feel.
I wonder if he felt like the birds were his like only life.
Probably what gave him purpose. Living through the birds. or
I'm
something,
so
'cause he
invested
couldn't
in
really
this. Sorry, I'm
escape
not
this
saying
one
much at this point.
Tiny room.
If there's anything else you want to add to the Bauer story, now's your chance. Or if you want us just to leave right now, shut this door like you did before. Hold.
Hold on. Okay, we're waiting.
Below. That's where all the pentagrams were.
You know how like in the beginning, David said that like this place kind of makes you sad sometimes?
Yeah.
I feel so drained just being in this room. I haven't felt like this all night, but like, I don't know. I'm trying to feel what he felt.
No, I feel so freaking tired. I just...
Like you say, the Americans are a bit cringy at times. Because they're American.
Final investigation. We are right where Mary Bowers was
But
shot and killed.
I'm on board. I will
Seth is
watch
gonna go
more of this on
under
stream.
the Estes method, and we're gonna see if we can get the full truth of why this happened and solve this mystery.
So we learned recently in the Stanley Hotel that the absolute best way to do this Estes method is to get super, super relaxed and almost allow yourself into that trance. I know Corey from the Conjuring House said that's scary, but like that's usually when we get the best answers if you're able to put
I don't like
yourself
the
in a
Estes
situation.
method.
Oh, really quick, you know what we should do? Let's put a camera in Bernard's room, just in case that door does slam.
Nice.
You down?
Yes.
I'm not personally a fan of the Estes method.
Everything is set up for the final Estes session.
See you on the other side, boys.
Alright.
Hopefully we figure some stuff out. Hello? Seth, can you hear us?
Mary Bowers, are you here with us?
Me.
Perfect.
She's here. Like all the other Bowers were. Have you been here with us this entire time?
Yes.
No way. Seth, are you sure you can't hear us?
Oh my god, the door slammed! The door just fucking slammed! The door slammed.
Holy shit! That's gotta be on fucking camera.
In there.
Oh my god.
I told you guys.
No.
No way.
What was that? What the fuck was that?
Camera in there.
Oh my god.
I told you guys.
No way, it did. Fucking
Camera in there.
Oh my god.
I told you guys.
No way, it did. Oh my god, you're right. Holy fuck. That is one of the first things we caught on camera.
Oh my god.
The door
Yeah, that
slammed by
was
itself.
odd and unexplained.
Oh my god.
We are so far away. We are literally in the other room.
Oh, it is so cold in here.
It's so different.
I have chills all over my body again. Obviously, that's not as scary as having me behind your back, but dude, that just proves it. Bernard's in here. And as soon as we started asking questions, the entire time we set up the Estes method, nothing was happening.
Nothing.
Until
at
we
all.
started.
And it's been like 20 minutes since we were in this Bernard room. And immediately you said me and yes, and that identified for sure that Mary was talking to us off the bat.
What did you ask?
Is this Mary's and me? And were you with us the entire time? Yes. And then immediately slam.
Caught it all on camera. That's perfect.
This is the first thing we've ever caught like that, right?
I think so, like that clear. Like we got the flashlights maybe in the Bel Air house, but this door closing in front of everyone's eyes, that is undeniable. We are so
Yeah,
far
that
away.
was-
Yeah, we're the only ones in the house.
Yes, and have been for
That
hours.
was pretty
for
fucking good.
hours.
So it's time.
Yes, let's do it. Let's do it. And you were already getting contact with Mary. This is perfect. Let's go.
Oh my god, dude, it's like it's almost like I'm not even like scared anymore. I'm like excited. We captured that.
Dude, and it was almost like you knew. You were like, before we start this, I want to put the camera there.
You know why?
Why?
Because it always happens when you're not looking. When I turn my back, slam.
And you're starting to follow that intuition.
You're starting to feel. Dude, I feel like you know.
I just we just showed that to so many people.
That is
Are you
amazing.
fucking kidding me?
That's probably one of the best evidences ever.
This could
it
literally
was
go
fairly
down
solid.
in history. We were that far away.
I wouldn't go that far.
Holy fuck! Okay, let's go.
I got so scared when I felt when I felt the table shake.
Yo. Holy fuck.
What?
I just got full on chills. There was someone right behind me.
Are you
I say
serious?
100%.
You swear?
Like, I swear on my goddamn life. 100%, I'm not lying. It like was so close behind me.
Dude, when you two were in the room and I was outside the door, I felt like there were people in the hallway watching me.
I literally just felt like someone was watching us leave.
Don't buy him.
Bernard said the whole family's here.
The whole family's
Are
here.
we
and it
sure
just
it's not the
closed,
cats?
That door, and as soon as we walked, it was like squeaking and footsteps right behind me. I swear I felt it like someone, someone staring down the back of your neck or something. That's what I felt, and I heard a squeak. Like, holy fuck.
That music was well
We need to do
edited.
this seance.
Let's do it. I'm just like, wow.
This place is one of the most active places we've ever been to in our
This
lives.
place is actually like.
I don't want to go here, but I want to go
We've never
here,
had
if you
this
know what I
much
mean.
shit happen to us in one night.
It's back to back to back. It's nonstop. No one's investigated here, especially the way we're doing it right now. Maybe
Everything is happening because we're literally awakening 75-year-old spirits from a family riddled with sadness. They want to talk to people. They want people here. Are you ready? Yeah.
What was that? Downstairs. Yeah, that was like a step? Yeah.
It's behind you.
Oh my god!
Behind you, maybe.
Oh fuck.
Because of the
Sam.
stairs. Behind me? Holy
Thank
fuck!
god.
The men.
The men.
Thoughtfulness.
Thoughtfulness.
What is behind me?
Me.
We just heard that too? Dude, something was behind you in the
Here's
hallway!
what? What's behind me? Who are you?
Interesting question.
Are we still talking to Mary?
A man.
A man. This is not Mary, because something followed you from Bernard's room.
Did you come from the portal? From the graveyard?
Amen.
In Bernard's room, they said a group. Are we talking about
Not a man, a men.
Bernard, Andrew, and Mary?
That was a deep voice. I couldn't make out what it said.
Bernard literally did say few malevolent. He had devil on his obelisk. You had pentagrams in your basement. Doctor?
Who was a doctor?
I don't know.
Our son.
Is your name Andrew Bowers Jr.?
Don't cry.
Did this spirit know Andrew Bowers Jr.?
Yes.
Oh shit, I know what you mean.
Are we talking to something from the cellar, from the basement?
Die.
Made something.
Complete
Were you the one
chills.
that influenced Andrew to kill his wife?
The leader.
The leader did.
Who's your...
They said there was a leader, ruler. What? That just gave me body chills. Or maybe maybe that was the end.
Huge. Looking for something.
What the
What are you looking for? Why are you here? Is your leader a negative energy? An inhuman spirit?
Close.
Holy shit, so what is it?
He could be just a bad guy.
Angry human spirit.
I mean, if there's a portal in here and there was just multiple people coming from life, of course there's gonna be some bad people. Were you the one that made this happen, or your leader?
You.
What?
Of course I was.
Wait, the fuck? So, are we right? Something influenced him, not on his own accord, but like...
Remember that I...
That you what? What can you do?
Feed off.
That's why they're scaring us.
Don't finish that
They feed off
sentence.
of the fear.
Classic scare.
Oh my god.
The classic scare of a jump scare. It all makes sense to me.
Oh my god. Here, why did you stay?
Lasting.
Lasting on the fear. Do you want more people to come here?
Don't know if you can see the absolute fucking goosebumps on my arm. But this has shat me up to a ridiculous degree. To the extent I'm considering turning my light on, which I don't do very often. Like, it's good. It is very good.
They all do.
They all the evil people.
God, this is life.
Yo! Oh my god, dude, I'm getting chills. You can't see it, but holy shit. You cannot follow us home. I hope you know that. You better stay here.
So one last time, is the energy...
Maya, did we at any point during the ram tell it that it didn't have permission to follow us home? I can't remember if we did. Part of me thinks Jordan might have during the Ouija board.
Here, from the basement, what killed Mary?
I am one of them.
One of the energies. Holy fuck. Like they were saying in Bernard's room.
Yeah?
They are all together, but they're probably fucking scared by something.
They are.
Yes.
Holy shit. Okay.
No.
We figured it out.
My god.
We figured it out.
Everything made sense, and it's fucking sending chills
I
down our
feel
backs.
really
It's scary,
uncomfortable.
dude. Do you remember what you said?
Yes, you did.
Dude,
Yes, I remember
basically
doing it
what we
now.
said, what we confirmed was that there is energy.
I think the only thing that I did potentially during the pendulum, or during the EVP session, I can't remember which, was leaning into the whole "we're not afraid of you" thing. Because you're not supposed to show fear in the face of demonic entities.
Energies here, multiple, many from the basement, and it's not necessarily good. Human negative spirits
that are bad people that feed off of our fear.
I remember saying that.
Doing classic scares.
Oh my god, that's what that was?
And they want more people to come in here. I don't know if it 100% said this, but what I'm hearing is that that same energy was also the energy that influenced Andrew.
It sounds like they have a leader of their group that was the one that took over Andrew, but we were just talking to one of his
Yeah, exactly.
That's like just an evil person.
We got through to Mary immediately at the beginning, but that was not Mary. That was some negative person that had an agenda
Unless it wasn't Mary at the beginning, it was someone pretending to be
to
Mary.
make people scared. And I bet it loves when people come in here, so it can jump scare them there, blow in your ear, fucking tell you that there's a
Because we're the first people to do this, it probably needed that fear so it could sustain more life. We just helped it.
And we literally gave them exactly what they wanted. You just said this is the most scared you've been ever in an investigation.
That's what they wanted.
It's because that's what they're here for, and they're new. You know, it's
Yeah,
like they're.
my light is on.
Did you just hear that? There was like a tap on the door.
Huh?
There's just a tab over there.
I think what we did is we figured out what it wanted. And this is basically just a warning to everybody else that might come investigate here in the future. This is what it wants.
I think we add that
This
to
is
our
what it was able to do.
American
AKA
list.
kill a wife and himself. So don't mess with this.
Yeah, heed warning, guys. This is the first time investigators have really put this all over the internet. The Bowers Mansion is one of the most haunted places we've ever been in our entire lives.
Yeah.
That was good. I will give you that, Maya. That was very good. I will definitely be watching more Sam and Colby. Okay, with that, I'm going to end my stream there. It's been a weird stream because it cut out halfway through, but I will piece these together and upload it somewhat on YouTube. Yeah, that was interesting. Definitely different, I think, is the word I'll use. Yeah, it was very good, I will confess. But yeah, so with that, I'm gonna dip. So yeah, thank you for joining me. Yeah, fingers crossed I don't get murdered by a demon in my sleep. The problem is, right, one of the big issues I've got now is 90% of my YouTube recommendations is ghost shit now. Because I'm watching all these on YouTube and it's all I'm really watching at the minute. That's all that's coming up. That and Lego, because I looked into making
These are like
us as minifigures. Yeah, good. That was good. I am now going to go to bed. I should be live tomorrow. I don't know what with, but if you're around, obviously feel free to join in. I could even go live a bit earlier now that Love Island's finished. Not that I watch it, but all of my viewers watch it. So if you're about, I'll jump on tomorrow. If you've got any specific videos you want to recommend, let me know. Yeah. Until then, I will catch you later. Peace.